Welcome to the video. Today I am looking at the cheap mini maintenance stand by Lifeline. Now this is the cheapest mini bike stand that I could find online. It was £7. And what I'm going to be doing in this video is unboxing the stand. I'm going to fully assemble the stand. Then I'm going to be looking at whether or not this mini bike stand is something that is worth buying or if it is something that you should avoid. Is the bike stable? How does it hold the bike? What is the bike stand used for? Are just some of the questions I'll be answering in this video. And a confession, I've been using it for about 3 weeks now, so I have a good understanding of how this thing works and whether or not it's worth the money. As always, I've left timestamps which you can click along the bottom of this video because I don't want to waste your time, and you can simply navigate to the part of the video that best suits you. Let's get this out of the box for the second time. What do we have now? We have something very, very simple, to be honest. This is the main support. You can see it's got multiple holes, which allows you to adjust where you have the top hook, depending on what bike you're using. We've got a couple of brackets. So this is one of the legs on the floor, and we have the other leg which goes on the floor. These will go like this, which gives you the support. As you can see, not massive, but it works, it works. So we have the hooks. This is one of the hooks. I've had it assembled for a while. You can see it's not the best, but it's not the worst. It's pretty solid. That's just the rubber that's coming off there. So we have a couple of hooks. We have some bolts. These go through the bottom of the feet to hold them in place. And then we have these little bolts which are going to hold on the hooks. At the end of the hooks, we have this bolt, which is just to stop yourself catching on the end. So not a bad little choice there, not a bad little design. Right, so let's get this thing assembled. Now, as I said before, it is super, super easy. I'm gonna start with the base. So what we wanna do is put the two base plates like so. This middle one with the two holes at the bottom is just gonna go into there. Now, we need these screws. Pop that through the hole. Comes through the other side, like so, onto there, slot that one in, and then we have another bolt that goes in the bottom. Then we just want to nip these up so they're nice and tight, get them hand tight, to the other side, and there you have the base, nice and secure. All that's left to do now is to put the arms on it. Now you can see we've got these holes. So what we want to do is simply just put one of these hooks through the hole. So I'm going to put it on this one. This is the one I was on before. Simple screw on the back. And then also you have this screw, which just protects you from scratching yourself on the end of that screw. I'm just going to nip that up, do the same again on the bottom, and then we are assembled. And there you have it, fully assembled in about 5 minutes. Okay, so now all you have to do is simply drop your bike into it so it rests nicely on both parts of the frame. So on here and on here. Now, one thing to note, these are rubber, but if you wanted extra protection for your frame, then you could just wrap something around these hooks just to give it some extra cushioning, some extra padding. All in all, not bad, that sits nicely. You can see here, it could potentially be tight on some components, but this one is okay in here. So if we wanted to, we could adjust this, and you can adjust where it actually is, obviously how you sit your bike, if you want to sit it further forward or further back, for example. But once you've got that done, then you're good to go. So as I will do here, this one, see, I can just move it with it on. It stands nicely, and I have lots of bikes in here. So you can see that this one just sits in the middle, and it allows us to move that one when we want to get to the other ones or get to the window. So super, super handy bike stand, me likes. I want to also note that this stand is actually pretty stable. I read a lot of reviews that said it's really unstable, it's not that good, it's easily knocked over. Now, I've given the bike like a few knocks and a few bumps. I'll overlay that footage now, and you can see that it's pretty stable. It would take quite a big knock or something to properly hit the bike for it to fall over. So I'm gonna say it's all right. I mean, for £7, that's the stability you get. We're not expecting anything out of this world, are we? So I would say it's actually pretty stable. Let's say its stability is okay. So there we go. That is the Lifeline mini maintenance stand, or the mini bike stand, however you want to look at it. And so far I've had a good experience. Now, who would this be good for, or what would it be good for? Personally, I think it would be good for doing simple maintenance tasks because the back wheel is off the ground. That allows you to pedal, maybe adjust the gears, take the rear wheel out. So it's good for little tasks. The bike is stable, it's just easier than leaning it against something. So it's not bad for that. I wouldn't say it's good for full-on tasks where you need it up on a proper stand and you need to be able to get to all parts of the bike with the front wheel raised. I would say that the mini maintenance stand is also good for washing your bike because when you're out in the garden, it's something just to put it on. It doesn't matter if it gets dirty, doesn't matter what happens to it at £7. So good for washing your bike. And also, if you want to store your bike somewhere, then this stand will come in handy. It is very, very easy to move the bike with the stand. You can simply pick it up. So if it's in a shed, if it's in your house, wherever it may be, this bike stand is good for storage. So the question is, would I recommend this mini maintenance stand? And the answer is yes. I think it's actually very versatile, and for £7, what can really go wrong? It seems relatively sturdy. We'll see if it stands the test of time, but it allows me to do those little maintenance tasks, as I've said earlier, pump up my tires, etc., store a bike. For £7, that is good value in my opinion, so I definitely recommend. I will leave a link down below in the description so that you can purchase this if you like. So there you go, guys and girls, that is the mini maintenance stand by Lifeline. Not a bad purchase. If you want to see more of these videos, do consider smashing the subscribe button down below. Thumbs up if you learned something or you like this video. That would be greatly appreciated and helps this video do well and helps the channel grow. As always, until the next one, self-love and safe riding.